Nature's ironic jest, using the skin of life's innocent to prevent the spark of new life. A pastoral poem of prevention. What ancient craft is this that makes a shepherd's charge serve Venus' purpose? Like the golden fleece of old, these natural barriers speak of times before chemistry claimed dominion. Oh, what pastoral poetry lies here, where nature's own material doth guard nature's passionate pursuit. Yet mark, these rustic prophylactics, like bottom transformed, remain half beast, half modern marvel. As old as Arcadian shepherds' tales, yet new in every application, they offer texture's truth, where latex speaks only smooth deceits. What delicious irony we have here. This term is quite the pastoral paradox, isn't it? Consider how wonderfully absurd it is that we've taken the very symbol of innocence and fertility, the gentle sheep, and transformed it into a barrier against procreation. It's rather like using a children's nursery rhyme as a battle cry, or perhaps employing a shepherd's crook to keep the flock apart rather than together. The term itself is a brilliant contradiction, combining the woolly comfort of pastoral imagery with the clinical precision of modern family planning. It's as if someone decided to write a contraceptive prescription on parchment using a quill pen. In an age of synthetic solutions, this throwback to agricultural prophylactics feels rather like insisting on delivering your emails by carrier pigeon, charmingly anachronistic, but perhaps not entirely practical. Welcome to today's episode of Brabro. Do no harm, be good to yourself, and enjoy life to the fullest. Today, we're diving into a topic that's rarely discussed but has a rich, unexpected history: the story of condoms. Yes, condoms. They're not just a modern invention. They've evolved over millennia, through cultures and advancements that have shaped sexual health in surprising ways. Let's start way back. The oldest evidence of condom use comes from prehistoric times. Imagine this. Cave paintings in France, dating back to around 11,000 BC, appear to show a man wearing some sort of protective sheath. These images hint that humans have been thinking about protection for much longer than we might assume. But Europe wasn't alone in early protection methods. In ancient Egypt, around 1000 BC, people used linen sheaths to guard against disease. These weren't just one-off cases. It seems people were really starting to connect health and sexuality. Moving on to ancient Rome, they used animal bladders, intestines, and even muscles to create condoms. It may sound unusual, but these materials were accessible, durable, and somewhat effective. Meanwhile, ancient Japan created a unique type of condom called kabuto gata, made from tortoiseshell or animal horn, which only covered the tip of the penis. This design was very different from the full-coverage condoms we know today. By the time we hit the Renaissance, materials and purposes for condoms had evolved significantly. In 16th century Italy, physician Gabriele Falloppio wrote about people using linen condoms tied with ribbons, designed not only for disease prevention, but also for birth control. And here's an interesting story. In England, King Charles II had a physician known as Colonel Condom, who created protective sheaths from animal intestines. This invention supposedly helped the king manage his growing number of children. The Industrial Revolution marked a huge turning point in the history of condoms. By the 1860s, the invention of rubber manufacturing brought condoms to the masses, making them more affordable than ever before. This leap was largely thanks to Charles Goodyear, who discovered vulcanization in 1839. Vulcanization strengthened rubber, made it more flexible, and laid the groundwork for the durable, shape-retaining condoms we're familiar with today. Moving into the early 20th century, latex condoms emerged, bringing with them new possibilities for thinner, more comfortable designs. Over the years, innovations like the reservoir tip, lubricants, and electronic testing improved safety and comfort. Condoms even got creative with flavors and colors. Not every idea worked. The spray-on condom, for example, was a bit too ambitious. However, major brands like Trojan, Durex, and Sagami became giants in the industry. Trojan marketed directly to women, introducing her pleasure with ribbing for enhanced sensation. Durex was the first brand to go digital, setting up a website and pioneering polyurethane condoms for people with latex allergies. Sagami, from Japan, even created the world's thinnest condom at just 0.01 millimeters, thinner than a human hair. Beyond their design evolution, condoms have made a profound impact on public health and societal attitudes. During World War I, Germany led the way by encouraging soldiers to use condoms, significantly reducing STIs among troops. Fast forward to the 1980s, and the AIDS epidemic drove a massive increase in condom use. Public awareness campaigns emphasized the critical role condoms play in preventing disease. However, it wasn't always smooth sailing. In the U.S., for example, the Comstock Law of 1873 treated contraceptives as obscene materials, restricting access and information. This law illustrates the moral complexities that have surrounded condoms for centuries. Civilization's thinnest compromise between pleasure and prudence, where latex meets logistics and responsibility comes in packets. Condoms, humanity's brilliant solution to ensuring that passion doesn't lead to population. Rather like installing an airbag for life's most intimate fender benders. What latex prophecy is this that guards against future's possibilities? Like Macbeth's armor against fate's arrows, these thin sentinels stand guard twixt passion and consequence. O brave new barriers that keep such distance between desire and destiny. Yet soft, what engineering light through yonder rubber brakes? 'Tis but the triumph of prevention, speaking its peace in whispers of wisdom. Like Bottom's wall in Pyramus and Thisbe, they separate with purpose, these gossamer guardians of good sense. How fascinating that we've managed to turn responsibility into a marketing extravaganza. Ribbed, studded, flavored, because apparently basic biological risk management needed a flavor profile. It's rather like adding racing stripes to a safety helmet, isn't it? The true comedy lies in the packaging, marketed simultaneously as the height of responsibility and spontaneous passion. Rather like scheduling spontaneity. Dear Diary, planning to be wildly uninhibited next Thursday, must stop by pharmacy. And let's appreciate the theatrical performance of the casual purchase, wrapped in that universal code of nonchalance that fools absolutely no one. Shall we unwrap another layer of humanity's elaborate dance between prudence and pleasure? Forgive me if I'm getting carried away again. Looking to the future, condom materials and designs continue to evolve. Researchers are exploring ultra-thin materials like polyurethane and polyisoprene that bring a more natural feel. There are even condoms designed to heighten sensation using textures or stimulants. And while the spray-on condom hasn't quite caught on, it shows how creative condom innovations can be. Our motto is, do no harm, be good to yourself, and enjoy life to the fullest. This is Brabro. See you next time.